Welcome to GiantsTV pre-game show powered by Cyril Johnston. I'm going to be catching up with Chris Higgins shortly, the Belfast Giants forward who was injured last weekend. But first, I caught up this morning with the head coach, Derrick Walser, at the pre-game practice. Okay, I'm joined now by the head coach, Derrick Walser. Derrick, welcome to GiantsTV. Last weekend's games, a bit of a mismatch obviously against the Edinburgh Capitals. You had a bit of a novelty of winning 2 games in one night. The Saturday game especially, you've already commented on it, was a better performance than the Friday night. What are you taking away from the Saturday game?
Well, you know, we show when we play our game, we're tough to compete against, especially some of the weaker teams in the league. And I find, like I said, figuring out the Challenge Cup and the league games, I think a couple of the bottom end teams are really trying to get that extra home game for that Challenge Cup game. So they came out really hard the first period. We had a long week due to the point that it was orientation week for the schooling. So we really didn't even have full practice all week. It was tough to do anything. I knew we were going to come out flat. But again, we just didn't do our system. That was the disappointing thing. And then once we broke down game number 2 during the week, guys realized, yeah, when the system's going, we're playing the system, we create a lot more chances and we're in a lot less trouble.
Challenge Cup came tonight against Braehead. What are you going to expect from tonight's game?
I expect them to push us I want them to push us to the max. I want to really see a team come and try to push us. So one, we can learn, find the holes in our game, but we're not going to make it easy. We're going to go out and play our game. Hey, Dundee's done it to us twice. We've gone there. You have to play a little bit different against them. They'll learn from the next time. They're a good hockey team. We all know that. But for us, you can't overcoach and focus on what every other opponent's doing. We want to nail down our stuff. We want to play our game. And we go out there and play our game. And we win, great. If we lose, but if we work hard and play our game, there's no arguments for me.
You're now more or less a month into your tenure of head coach of Stanley Belfast Giants. What do you think about the standard of the play in the IHL?
I think the standard of play is really good. It's a lot better than what I hear in the past, a lot better than what I expected. I thought it was going to be a lot more work on me, trying to teach guys how to play, but our team right now has a real good hockey IQ. The speed of the game is a little bit slower, but the skill level is definitely there. I just think, like I said, once you start playing with faster teams and faster, if you put our team and put them in DEL after the first year, yeah, you might struggle, but the second year you learn to play at a faster pace. But I'm happy being here and learning, that's for sure.
I was watching a bit of practice yesterday afternoon, and our replacement in Brandon Benedict's not a bad option for you to have.
Brandon brings a different element than Higgins. They're almost the exact opposite. Higgins can turn nothing into something, where Brandon turns nothing into something by just putting the puck deep and using his body and his work ethic to create havoc. Honestly, I like both. But right now, like I said, with Brandon coming in, I'm not too concerned with how long it takes Higgins. As long as we can stay healthy where we are right now. And I know when Higgins gets back, we'll have time to get him into shape again, and he'll again join Forney on the top line.
Thanks to Derrick Walser for his thoughts about last week and tonight's game. And now I'm going to join up with Chris Higgins and have a chat and see how things are going with him. Firstly, we'll just talk very briefly about the injury. What's the time scales? Is there any idea at the minute?
The doctors haven't really said yet. I need a couple more tests to be done, but hopefully be back as soon as possible.
Your new teammates were just sitting watching practice this morning, and obviously your new teammates. It must be hard for you sitting up here instead of being out helping those guys out.
Yeah, it's really frustrating, especially, I thought, as a team, we're just starting to get going, and the guys look good, and, you never want to be out. You always want to be out there kind of helping the team and win and play in front of this great crowd, but, that's part of hockey, and hopefully I'll be back as quick as possible.
I was watching a bit of practice yesterday, and, there's a couple of guys really starting to hit their groove. For me, James Desmarais is really starting to step up. Brandon Benedict, who's obviously come into the lineup due to a couple of injuries, and with Johan Ed Japan is going to be out again tonight as well. So, Derrick Walser has got a few different options available to him.
Yeah, I feel like this is the point of the season where guys are really starting to get rolling. It's hard at first when you're off all summer and then you're coming in, it's a quick training camp, quick turnaround. But, within the second or third week, you really start to see, what guys can do out there. And, Desi, I thought he had one of his best games last weekend. You know, and Benny's been playing great the whole time. So you know, it's unfortunate that, you know, got him out, but you know, to have guys like Benedict, you know, be able to step right in and not miss a beat, that's a great thing for us.
We can't really go anywhere without talking about the assist against Manchester. I think the first assist, where you put the puck between your legs at this end, was, you know, everybody's overlooked it compared to the other one. Obviously, you've talked about it before. We don't want to go over old rope again, but you know, some of the things that some of the real positive things, and you talked about the airtime you've received as well. Mm-hmm. It's just absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, it's been great. You know, that's just kind of the player I am. I just, you know, try to take what's given to me out there, and you know, I'm trying to find my teammates as much as possible. And you know, those guys do a great job. Forens and Betty did a great job burying there for me. But yeah, you know, it's pretty cool. But especially, I think you know, for the fans and this team as well. You know, I've gotten so much great compliments and support from the fans. I think that, you know, they're just as happy, if not more happy than I am, you know. So it's great to be able to, you know, give the fans, you know, a little bit of excitement and a little buzz around the league as well.